And welcome to Talking Sibos, where each day we'll be out and about here at the Convention Center, speaking to the people who really matter. That's you, the delegates. So you're just hearing an announcement to remind you about the opening plenary, which is taking place in a few minutes. But in the meantime, Nadine's up on the Learn Zone, getting to a chance to chat with some folks. Nadine, what do you have for us?
Well, indeed, it's getting really busy here, Stephen, as you can imagine. It's the first day, registration area, everybody's deciding what they want to do over the next 4 days, and in particular focus on today with the opening plenary coming up. And I've found 3 lovely gentlemen here who've kindly agreed to get some world domination here on Talking Sibos. So lovely to see you. If you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Okay, hi Polly. I'm Stephen Good from IBM.
From IBM, and I believe you're coming
And
close.
I'm here with 2 colleagues as well.
Hi, I'm Kurian from IBM as well.
Lovely to
Risk
have you here.
Analytics.
IBM, Rustam Barua as well.
Now, is this your first time you've been here at the show?
For me, yes, it's my first time, so it's exciting to see all the stands and all the things that are going on, but yeah, I'm still learning.
Still learning. So do you know what you want to do over the next few days?
Sure, it's a great opportunity to meet various clients, and it's going to be an opportunity to really understand their interests and ensure that we let them know about the risk management capabilities of IBM, especially in the areas of single view of credit risk, asset liability management, the stress testing software capabilities that we have.
And have you all come together as a team, have you?
Yeah, well, sort of. Different aspects of it. And a lot of our clients are here, actually.
Yep, and who are you? Introduce yourself.
I'm the offering manager, Rustam Barua. So I'm in charge of creating risk solutions for the buy side in particular. And some of our solutions are being showcased here.
So it's an action-packed program this year. So I take it risk is high up on your agenda because you've mentioned it a few times. So any particular sessions that you've spotted that you'd like to go and see?
Actually, I'm still catching up on what all the sessions are, but my colleagues might be able to.
We haven't yet reviewed the whole schedule, but we are here to make sure that every point on risk is covered. So we'll be there attending those meetings.
I've got some top tips for you, gentlemen. You heard it here first. You need to grab a copy of Sibos Issues. The centerfold will tell you all the programs going on today, and the app as well. So there's an app which will detail all the speakers. You just installed it, so you will love that as well. Now, I get from your accent that you might be from Europe somewhere? Are you from the UK?
Yes, I'm from the UK, so I flew over yesterday just for Sibos.
Yep. And why did you come to Sibos for the first time? Why haven't you been before?
So I guess it's my first opportunity to come here. I'm based on the IBM stand. If I can do a plug, it says stand E8.
Naughty,
if anyone
I
wants
like
to come
it.
along. and really just to, as well, I'm offering manager for ALM and liquidity risk. And so it's to speak to clients, to hear what's going on in the market as well, and really to showcase the innovation which we've been putting on, not just my area, but also on a single view of credit risk and stress testing.
Now, if I can move away from risk, if you don't mind, but
yes,
there's some
sure.
other big areas like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, quantum computing. Does any of this mean anything to any of you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's certainly an area which IBM is invested in. Like, being IBM, we have a very broad reach. But I guess we're specialists on certain areas, so it's really interesting to learn a bit more about it, not just what IBM is doing, but what the broader market is doing as well from the sessions.
And I know you're from Toronto, aren't you? You know, what's hot at the moment in the Canadian financial world?
Well, lots are going on, especially in the area of blockchain. IBM is definitely a leader in that space. So if you're really interested, if folks are interested, they should come over to the IBM booth to learn more about that.
Are you
That's
two going to mention
topic.
IBM any more times, by the way? Are you from
For
IBM
sure.
by any chance? Yes, okay. And how about you?
Yeah, I think the panel discussion on the evolution of the banking side was kind of interesting because technology and banking is a big topic, and a lot of our clients are banking as well. So
Now, I tell you what, are you going to go out in the evening very quickly? Are you going to take them out? Because you know
Absolutely,
Toronto.
yeah,
Where are
for
you going
sure.
to go?
There are a lot of places. Depends what they want to
good restaurants.
good restaurants. There are a lot. I'm going to take them to an Indian buffet probably. So yeah.
Sounds great. Well, enjoy
thank
your
you.
time here. Thank you very much,
I look forward
gentlemen, to coming along, speaking here on Talking Sibos, and we wish you a wonderful Sibos. Stephen, as you can see, very, very busy here, and over to you. And I'm feeling a bit sporty at the moment. Have you got anything for me?
Are you? Well, there might be a chance. Are you any good at hockey?
funny you should say that. I played for school hockey team, but
Really?
ice is big here, isn't it?
Ice hockey, that's the one we're talking about. Well, you might have a chance to get a crack at it because there is an opportunity for everyone here at Sibos to give back to the local community. Thanks, Nadine. We'll catch up with you later on. This community is very important to Sibos, and every year we work with different charities and artists in the whole city on projects that showcase the transformative power of art. Earlier, we spoke to Stephanie Gurniers about this year's chosen charity here in Toronto. Take a look.
Art at Sibos helps to extend the conference topics beyond the conference rooms. In line with the agenda, we present the participants with a creative interpretation of the key industry issues. The chosen charity for Sibos this year is Sketch. Sketch is an arts-based community enterprise that engages young people from across Canada who are living homeless or on the margins. And Sketch helps them to develop in the arts so they can shape a brighter future. And it goes well with the Sibos team, building for the future.
Our mandate matched pretty closely to Art at Sibos' mandate, which is we both believe in the transformative power of the arts and the ability of the arts to inspire real reflection and action. Our founder, Phyllis Novak, who is our artistic director, 20 years ago she was working with marginalized youth in the theater, and she saw firsthand that engagement with the arts led to increased confidence, increased focus in terms of what someone wanted to do, and so the idea of Sketch blossomed into what it is today. And what we do is we provide workshops and resources and the space for them to come on in at no cost and develop their own talents, develop their own ideas in the arts.
I like their philosophy that art impacts young people, and through engagement with the arts, they can discover the creative potential, develop their own skills, and also learn to be a community leader.
We have selected with Sibos 4 visual artists, Kamika, Jessica, Roel, and Meek. And they are really strong visual artists, and they'll be showing their vision in the gallery here at Sibos. One of my personal favorites is Roel. He's a muralist, and his inspiration comes from native Aboriginal imagery as well as imagery from the African and Asian countries. He transforms those images into a really wonderful collage of opaque images, and I'm a personal fan of his. What we'll often do at Sketch is we have corporate partners who will often hire young people at Sketch so that these young people can beautify their boardrooms or foyers in these companies. So we've connected corporations with people like Roel to just really produce professional work, which really helps young people like Roel because now they have something on their portfolio that they can put forward.
Sketch is right. We need to invest in the creativity of these people. And I think Sibos is a platform for them to amplify the message that art transforms with the international financial community.
And we will be hearing from some of the young people whose lives have been changed by Sketch each day on the program. And you can support Sketch by going to the Swift stand and playing this year's game. And surprise, surprise, it's based on Canada's favorite sport of ice hockey. So let's find out, how do you actually play it?
Here in Canada, ice hockey is Canada's very famous sport, so we decided to have a game that was based on ice hockey. It's like a Wii game, and you have actually an electronic hockey stick, and you are a hockey player, you have 60 seconds, and you're trying to score as many points as possible, and there's various little totems that if you collect more points. Every time you play, 30 euros is donated to an organisation called Sketch, and they invest a lot in young people from all walks of life and give them the basis and encouragement and support to be artists, and some of their artwork will be actually displayed on the bridge as you cross between the North and South building. Once you've played, you win a hockey stick, and it has the date of Sibos and the year, of course, as a memento.
There you go. No matter how good or bad you might be, you get one of these nifty souvenirs. Now, the game really is a great way to raise money for a good cause. Remember, Swift will donate 30 euros for each game played. Doesn't matter whether you were fantastic, awesome, or just plain bad. You can find it down on the floor at the Swift stand. We'll be keeping an eye on the leaderboard throughout the week. But for now, it's back to Nadine in the Learn Zone. Nadine, what do you have for us?
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. Back on that game, actually, 30 euros. That's really generous. And Stephen, I'm expecting you to be top of the leaderboard by the end of today. Yes, I have two other delegates with me. Joining me, actually not too far. You've had an easy journey.
That's right.
If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, Christine Hunter from TD Bank.
Yep.
Kadir Ahmed from ADP.
And you've had the easiest journey because you're both from Toronto, is that right?
That's right, yep.
So I'm looking for some top tips of where we should go. We'll cover that in just a moment, but what brings you to Sibos this year?
So I've never been before, so why not come? Obviously, it's just down the street, but it's the breadth and the global nature of the opportunity, really.
Yeah, how about yourself?
Absolutely. The speed of payments, the global nature of the conference, and the networking with colleagues around the world is of great interest to me.
And the last time you were in Sibos, where was it?
It was in Boston, so a couple of years back, but a great conference, an amazing experience. So looking forward to the Toronto version.
Now, in terms of Canada's financial markets at the moment, what are the key challenges?
So I think Canada's been relatively advanced in terms of payments, but we see the globe moving forward and very keen to keep up, compete, accelerate, and so we're going through our own modernization opportunities in terms of working with Payments Canada and all of the suppliers around to advance our capabilities. As Kadir said, speed and data matter a lot.
And data is the new oil in many ways, isn't it? And big data's everywhere, but surely it's about the analytics of it.
Absolutely. You have all of this data together, but then how do you analyze it? How do you check for data quality? So it's a lot of opportunity to help clients with that amount of data and figuring out how that we can do the best.
Now, I'm assuming you've both downloaded the Sibos app.
Absolutely.
Good.
That's what's navigating us around today. So it's an excellent app and good participation from the members.
I like you too. So what particular sessions are you going to go to?
Well, I'm going to check out an AI session, blockchain, and of course any of the keynotes. I always like to take them in.
Yeah, artificial intelligence, that seems to be a big theme this year, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Artificial intelligence is a very big one. Blockchain, as Christine mentioned, is of great interest. So there's lots of interesting sessions on the innovation side, and then also banking and so on, how we move forward. So quite an interesting space.
Yeah, InnoTribe always does it for me, actually. Now, in terms of female talent within the banking world, what's your take on it at the moment? Do you think the banking world got it right at the moment? They're doing enough to attract the right talent and to make sure there's equal opportunities for everybody?
So I think never enough. Very obvious to me moving into the payment space in the last couple of years that it is a male-dominated field. So I think there's a lot of change that's warranted. A lot of the companies, though, including TD Bank, put a focus on diversity and female talent. So it's top of mind. So I'm here to, I guess, say, bring on more because we're not there yet.
Well said. And are you truly impressed by the international nature of Sibos?
Absolutely. So at our company, we get to work with a lot of banking providers globally, and bringing them all together in one place is not an easy task, and this conference does that. I mean, we can talk to any of the partners across the world and have a conversation. It's a great opportunity.
Right, in under 10 seconds, where should we go out tonight?
I wish you knew if there was a hockey game.
Yeah.
But, that's a Canadian experience. So otherwise, you should go to Canoe.
Lovely.
Restaurant.
I'm going. Stephen, as you can see, it's very busy down here, and it's been great talking to the delegates. I'm feeling creative. Have you got anything for me?
Yeah, well, I like the way you're plugging in and getting on the insider track on all the things happening here in Toronto, But, of course, go down to the Swift booth and you can have a crack at the game as well, since hockey is your thing. Thanks, Nadine. We will, of course, both be back shortly for Lunch with Sibos, where we will bring you the news and exclusive interviews with the industry's biggest names. But next, it is time for the welcome address in the plenary zone and the Inspire zone on level 100 in the North Building. And who better to deliver it than Dave McKay, President and CEO of Royal Bank of Canada, who is widely credited with transforming the bank's retail division. Dave will be followed in our opening plenary session by Yawar Shah, Swift Chairman of the Board, and Godfrey Libron, Swift CEO. They'll be sharing their perspectives on the last 12 months and Swift's role in helping to meet some of the challenges in the year ahead. So make your way to the plenary room now or stay with us here on Sibos TV.